with Bradders, Reese and Deco all listed there, as you can see. Well, the drivers are ready to get underway for the race. Thank goodness we are going to be hot to trot then, ready for everybody. We're starting at the traditional Le Mans start time here. Bradders at the start here with a rolling start ahead of Reese, Deco, Bluebeard, Goose, Blue Mosquito, JP himself in the green, followed by Crackavelli, Frankie, Jezza, flying through, Cool, BX Royal, and it's drop the clutch, and it's go, go, go for our Le Mans race here for Fight Bladder Cancer. Great to see the cars in the French sunshine. Bradders leads them in the turquoise down towards the first turn, the Corb Dunlop. As we head then in towards the chicane, this early stage, I certainly hope so anyway, but we don't want them taking anything steady later on. A big dive down there in for BX Royal. He's just absolutely gone for it on the way through here, trying to make moves right from the start, starting on the medium tyres. It looks like everybody has to use every type of tyre, the soft, medium and the hards. Lee Call has just had a little bit of understeer, and that has allowed BX Royal to get by him, and will try to get by Flying Flume. BX Royal and Flying Flume, the only drivers who might make it to be a two-time winner of this historic, the 5th running of the Bladder Cancer Le Mans. In second position, Brad is getting away nicely. The Alpha of Deco struggling with top speed the first run out of the Terre Rouge, as they head then through the first main chicane here down on the famous Mulsanne Straight. We continue then. It's Reese alongside of him, Bluebeard, who gets by straight away. Reese has now a 1 second full second penalty to pay on the way out, I believe it is, out of Arnage and through towards the Porsche curves, heading then down into the Mulsanne corner, the Virage de Mulsanne, and passing the Golf leads ahead of Deco, Bluebeard and Reese, and that is the tightest battle on the field at the moment. As we continue then down, side by side goes Reese and Bluebeard. Bluebeard making moves early doors here on the medium tyres. Soft tyres though for Reese, and he's struggling in the Ferrari 296 round the Indianapolis S's into the very slow corner, then a short shoot. Mind that gravel on the outside, short shoot down to an extremely slow Arnage corner. Expect to see plenty of drama. Another purple sector as he heads into the Porsche curves now. And now the S is still karting centre on the right hand side of the track. Around simple right and left before heading into past the Maison Blanche and down towards the Ford chicane. No, we're heading straight into the pit lane. End of lap 6 here for the medium tyre runners. What will Bluebeard do? Will he target those 6 laps on the tyres? He won't. Teasing us there for a sec. Bluebeard leads us, having saved fuel in his Ford GT, which you don't often hear that, but here he is. Another fantastic sounding GT3 car here, the Ford GT. Looks very, very nice inside as well. Let's go join the gyro cam as we head through Arnage corner. It's quite a big difference between running a whole lap here. So if you can save, then the drivers will do so. Goose and BX Royal, kind of your net leaders here at this time with the amount of time it takes to refuel. They should be back in the lead when the top 3 at the moment, Bluebeard, Blue Mosquito and Jezza, have served their pit stops. In come the trailing drivers who were in the lead. We've now got Bluebeard, Blue Mosquito, Jezza all in the pit lane. There's your update. Now he's gained time through there, 1.2 seconds faster than he's been. He's knocking on the door of his pole position time, which was a 4:01.826. He's extending his advantage over Bluebeard's Ford GT, but we've got some great running here. Bluebeard in 3rd, Lee Call in 4th, and Deco in 5th position, I think. Yeah, Bluebeard dropping back partly down to his choice of the hard tyres for this stint. All the drivers will need to use all 3 compounds, it would seem. Not sure why they would use the softs if they didn't. Action happening ahead as Lee Call going to put a pass here on Bluebeard, as he is hard on the throttle. The Assetto Corsa Competizione logo on the air inlet there for the Audi R8. Side by side, Bluebeard taking absolutely no prisoners, not putting up with anything here, but he will struggle off the slower corners to get the grip down on those rear tyres. He's on the hard tyres. Lee Cool right now on the mediums. Excuse me. Lee Cool in the Audi, drawing alongside here. Beautiful positioning from the camera there on this chase. Rabbit cam down the Mulsanne straight towards the second chicane. Lee Cool's got the inside line this time and should be able to lean on those tyres a little bit with more confidence. Does so. Lee Cool into third place now on lap 10. We are 1/3 of the way through this fabulous race. Beautiful setting sun here as we head now due west. How is that? Oh, that's fantastic, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant to see that that setting sun directly in front of the driver's angle there. The sun will drop behind the trees. Deco just offline, running in possibly to the back of Bluebeard. For the first time we've seen that today. Very nice detailed livery there from Bluebeard. We'll have a look at that closely when we get to daybreak. Fifth has just dropped back from this battle as Bluebeard was passed by Lee Cool. And yeah, Deco struggling to keep up. Bluebeard on the hard tyres has more fuel than the drivers who stopped on the mediums. So drivers at the start of the race on 100 litres of fuel got 6 laps out of the medium tyres. We shall see if they do something similar or actually are splitting the race a little bit smaller on the mediums until they can get on to the hard tyres. Obviously it's a struggle, the hard tyres on warm-up. So if you can get rid of the hard tyres, I think while you've got daytime temperatures on the track, that's probably the smarter choice. The mediums will go longer in the night because the track is cooler. We will probably see the majority of the race being run on the medium tyres from our races. Checking in on the drivers at the front, BX Royal leads by 6.9 now, 7 seconds. His ultimate fastest is faster than his pole position time. Bluebeard in third. BX Royal and Goose are in though at the end of lap 12, so they are doing 6 lap stints on the medium tyres. Bluebeard goes by Lee Cool, Pitts and Deco, so they've had to come in a lap earlier, I think perhaps than they were planning to run, or at least they short fueled here. So running a 7 and then a 5 lap stint, I believe. This is Bluebeard, your new race leader on lap 13. Bluebeard leading by a reducing gap now to BX Royal. Bluebeard using the hard tyres for his second stint. Oh, he was a little bit early on the brakes there, just confusing his braking points. Very understandable in these conditions. Can't always see you're holding on to a decent amount of speed on this lap, considering that he's on the hard tyres in the dead of night. We don't have an indicator of race time, but we will be going back into daybreak for a full 24-hour day-night cycle here. Congratulations for a nice clean race so far. It's been fantastic to watch BX Royal leading from the back of the grid. How are you getting on out there?
Pretty well so far.
Very nice. Sorry,
a little bit worried about Bluebeard doing the one less stop, but we'll see how it shakes out at the end.
Bluebeard, the Ford GT, an interesting choice here. Looks like you're enjoying it though.
Yeah, it's actually quite nice. It gets a bit loose once the tyres wear out, but other than that, it's actually a really nice car to drive.
It's a very smart livery as well. It's pitch black right now. We can't really see it, but we'll have a look at it. We just see those blue bodywork lights right now, which look really cool. But
yeah, it looks great in the dark.
It really does. Can you see it through your wing mirrors? I imagine you probably can a little bit.
I can't see. No, I just use bumper cam, so I've just got a rearview mirror.
Okay, so we'll switch to bumper cam then for the effect while we talk to you. Excellent stuff. Yeah, it's been a really interesting race so far. You seem to be extending your stints a little bit. All part of the strategy, I'm sure.
Yeah, just trying to keep pace with these guys in front because they are all very quick. But trying to cut an extra pit stop out because it's over a minute long. So trying to save what I can. I've got no hope to beat these guys on pace.
Well, I mean, it's endurance racing, so it's not all about the pace. It's just about consistency and being there at the end, right? So, yeah, all the best to you. Good to see the 4GT out there. Good to talk to everybody. Hope you enjoyed that one, folks. That was Flying Froome, the last driver we spoke to. Bluebeard leads the race just by 1/4 of a second only to BX Royal. What a time to come back to this lead battle. 2/3 distance have elapsed, or will have elapsed at the end of this lap. But we're out here with Bluebeard and BX Royal as we vie for the lead of the race. Once again, Bluebeard using the tyres to a longer effect than the drivers. Other drivers trying to outlast everybody and go one stop fewer. So that's brilliant to see. We've got BX Royal then chasing down Bluebeard. Let's join him in the chase cam, shall we? As we head on through. BX Royal hard on the throttle, tucked up behind Bluebeard here on the way through to Indianapolis. Bluebeard just slightly defensive. Little touch of the curb on the inside line. Don't know if BX Royal will risk it all here down into Indianapolis. No, he's hanging back, trying to wait for an error in front. It's a very risky place to make the pass into Indianapolis, but our nage might be open to him. We saw him do this move earlier on, force the driver in front to brake too late. Bluebeard did not oblige this time. BX Royal caught between a bump draft option there. But you can see the top speed stalling as he pulls to one side, goes back behind the car in front there just to get that extra few miles an hour. Peels to the inside into the Porsche curves. How brave are you into the Porsche curves? Well, brave enough for Bluebeard, unfortunately, to go off. So that is nice, easy pass for the lead then. This is how it looked from our trackside camera position. Looking for still the tail lights on, not the brake lights there. As we head down in, looked like he was going to go for it. Forces Bluebeard to brake a little bit later, I think, than he was comfortable doing. Great catch though in the end from Bluebeard with the snapping rear of that Ford GT. Unfortunately though, back in with our leader. That's BX Royal, 29.2 seconds ahead of Goose. But he will be stopping again. Possibly the end of the next lap or the one after that to bring the car home. 25% of fuel, maybe 24% of fuel left on the NSX. So he'll just obviously only need to stop for a certain amount of fuel, not a full tank to finish the race, I don't imagine. Our former leader, Bluebeard, is running a different strategy. Goose in as well. Wonder if we'll see Deco in through the end of this 24th lap. Bluebeard, I was surprised to see the mediums go on, but such is the option that he considers to be best right now for this stint. The mediums went on with 8 laps to go in the race, so can his mediums run those full 8 laps, I wonder. I think he's fine with fuel. How many places does he make up while the drivers are pitting? He's not going to catch BX Royal, who's already out of the pit lane on the hard tyres for the final 6 racing laps for him. Here comes Bluebeard to pass drivers in the pit lane. Yes, he's made that happen. We'll just confirm as they come through. The NSX, as Bluebeard has on currently. Is that a miscalculation, or is he deliberately saving a final 2 laps on the soft tyres for one hot lap in the sunshine on the soft tyres with light fuel, I wonder? So BX Royal then now 27.3 seconds ahead. I said still don't think he's used the soft tyres, but we will see if he goes for it at the end here. Bluebeard's just given himself a half-second penalty for track limits, so he'll be paying that off in a few. Go back then to the drivers near the front. We have BX Royal. Does not have enough fuel for the end of the race here. BX is going to give us a bit of entertainment coming in. I know JP shared a couple of years ago when we had a 3-way battle on the final lap of the race. Doesn't look like it's going to go that way, but Bluebeard is treating these mediums super gently. BX Royal into the pit lane then for a nice, quick, soft tyre run, and possibly going for a new fastest lap of the race as well. Check him out very soon once he's got his outlap done. Fully expect to see the soft tyres for BX Royal now, but it will be tight between himself and Bluebeard. The pit lane won't have to stop for very long to refuel. Through the final chicane goes Bluebeard. Tyres just only going on for BX Royal. The fuel hasn't even been added yet. Definitely needs some fuel here. So Bluebeard is going to, for sure, pass BX Royal. Goose in as well. End of lap 27, start of lap 28. Bluebeard leads the race. BX Royal comes out of the pit lane. A gap of 8.235 seconds between himself and Bluebeard, with, well, 3 racing laps, just under 3 racing laps left to run. That's quite a big gap over a normal lap length. This, of course, is the Le Mans, so it is 4-minute laps. We are looking at a significantly longer race. Comes through. He is 49 seconds away from Bluebeard. It's definitely going to be between Bluebeard and BX Royal if their connection remains stable and their equipment holds on for them. And we have Bluebeard then. His gap of 8 seconds has dropped to 5.7 here to BX Royal. Bluebeard leads the race by just 5.2 now. Oh, he's a tight on the fuel. The fuel's just gone red, and we have another 2 laps left to run. Can he make it? No. That was a quick answer to a much posed question. Unfortunately, Bluebeard has gone in, so denying us there the chance to enjoy at least an attempt of an overtake, but I think losing the ability to follow on this then is BX. Bluebeard's pit stop. He'll have 1 run at a fast lap. Sounds like he didn't feel confident in his outright speed, but in his strategy, very confident there. I was hoping he would get home, but I think he hadn't used the soft tyres anyway, so he has to use those soft tyres, trying to save a pit stop. But he's put himself in 2nd place. A fantastic opportunity here, given that he qualified in P5 with a 4:06.5. I think he's been faster than that for 3 consecutive laps. Lap 23, 4 and 25. He's been faster than that already, than his pole position time. It's kind of what I do. my qualifying tends to be a bit poor, and then I just get better the more time I spend on the track in race trim, in getting into a rhythm. So those were your qualifying results there. And you can see to what degree the race has changed shape. The final lap begins for BX Royal. The classic Honda NSX GT3 car with the engine cooling scoop on the rear window. Porsche curves there. Now he's gone faster. Now he gets into the Porsche curves. He's taking everything out of the tyres. He's looking to try and get a sub 4 minute. I don't think that's on, but I think he could potentially get another new fastest lap beneath a 4:01 anyway. Seems to be on target. 2 more chicanes to go for BX Royal. It was a last to first self-imposed challenge, and I think he's going to do it with 35 seconds to spare over 30 racing laps. BX Royal wins the 2.4 hours of Le Mans. Doesn't quite get a sub 4 minute 1 second, but a 4:01.203 for BX Royal. 35 seconds in front of the next nearest chaser. That is Bluebeard coming through out of the Estor karting, passing the Maison Blanche and down towards the Ford chicane. Fabulous long stint race. Really good strategy option here from Bluebeard. Patience on the hard tyres, turning the engine down and short shifting when he needed to. He's come home and he's taken the 2nd place on the road. So fantastic, with a personal best time as well. That lap of 4:03.368 from Bluebeard. Goose comes through to complete our racing podium with a bit of a spinala there.